For me to remember how many deep depressions I had, it's certainly at least three. Could be four or five. It's hard to know, and for that, I'd have to really focus on it and think about different stages of my life per, let's say, 1 or 2 year period to try to remember when behavior or thoughts were qualifying me as a deep depression. Before I ever moved to BC, is this movie I'm about to rewatch for the first time since then is one that myself and my girlfriend at the time, with her friend and her boyfriend, watched when we were visiting with each other. And that was a time when I didn't know how to share, and I know it wasn't always helpful to share how full of despair and darkness my thoughts were. And I remember there was a scene in this movie where somebody dies, and it doesn't make a difference if it's a good guy or a bad guy. It's just the dying part when I was in a deep depression is the kind of thoughts you have and how you relate it to this scene. So of course, today I'm different. You know, my own theory on HSD and my own understanding that I really suffer from species alienation, and now also an offshoot of living among the norm is I also have irritable bowel syndrome now, which I'm hoping to improve before the end of the year again, because I'll have an opportunity to have a steady place with my own bathroom. But species alienation, I did improve suffering from that by coming up with coping mechanisms, a form of thinking medicine, if you will. And some of the things is I document my life, and if people don't like how I document my life, I would recommend they make different choices so they don't look bad when they deserve to look bad when I document my life. And again, I don't mind being challenged at any time with what I say, and I don't always mention names. But I mean, if anybody thinks I'm wrong, you probably already, before I posted the video, had a chance to kind of make things right or to demonstrate, but you don't even want to enter those kinds of conversations. So, you know, the maturity level I have now that I've cured myself by knowing what you as a majority suffer from and how it had impacts on me living among the norm is what cured me, that I never have to worry about a deep depression again. But also the resiliency. Oh man, I would love to teach you this, because some parts of how this understanding applied to me could apply to you, except every time I mention this, nobody really follows up. I took a course recently to help others with suicide prevention, and I said in there, because a couple of people said they enjoyed the counselors they have, and I said, oh, you know what? Is if anybody here wants to locally put the coordinates of a counselor here, I'd give it a chance again. And nobody did. Nobody put that information on my position where I was sitting when I mentioned this. So it worries me a little bit about their ability to reference the outside world to be successful at, helping somebody with depression. So I think this is the cat that... So that's not my cat. The eyes are bigger and the shape is different. It could be female, this one. But I've seen this cat around, and this cat's been a bit curious about me because I've been a steady phenomenon here. So I'm not running away so much. Anyways, getting back to this topic is, yes, when I say to somebody that I've suffered from multiple deep depressions and it's been so long and it'll never happen again, and I say that I can explain why, and it would be useful to them also, and of course to then explain it to others, some aspects of it wouldn't have the power that it had to prevent me from ever having a deep depression again, but it could be beneficial, and they don't ask, right? And when I say again, I shared during that course as well, as I know the importance of learning life skills and defining it properly and learning it, because a lot of mental illness pertains to social interactions that lead to a person feeling like this. So life skills is crucial if you want to not just keep training more people in this who probably are sometimes as much at risk as anybody else they might help. So, and again, I say I beg to offer this for free, and again, nobody said, hey, I'm with this organization, I'd like to bring you in. So again, things are not going to get better with the norm, it's going to get worse. But strangely enough, I've been getting better living among the norm. And now I'll be watching this movie. Did you guess what it is? Maybe I'll do a second part and I'll tell you if any triggers come up, what they were and what that scene was. I mean, I might just totally see this movie in a different way now that has no triggers for me. We'll see.